versus Europe in the lower finals. I cannot wait to get this underway. And honestly, no matter who it is that is challenging Dignitas in the finals, it's going to be a hype one.
I mean, both of these teams have seriously proven their worth right here this weekend. DEM GIRLZ, the 3 players that came together, and they managed to bring it to every single team they go up against. But CLOUD9, they have been placing top 4. They do well. And I know that sometimes they get a little frustrated. It's like, why does everyone always say we're not one of the best? We make like top 4 at least in like everything we compete in.
Do you hold them to a high standard?
Yes. I am one of the ones.
Have they achieved your standard at this point? Oh, hey, where I think have we found it yet? I don't know.
I don't know where it is. I lost it a while ago. It ran away.
He got rid of it because he didn't want it, and now it's gone. So
that's actually great.
You're stuck with this guy, Kevin Brown.
Yeah, you're stuck with me. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
But CLOUD9, they have made top 3. They've never been able to beat top 4 in RLCS. Now trying to make it to top 2 here in front of a home crowd in Vegas. DEM GIRLZ wants to play spoiler. They want the rematch against Dignitas. Let's get up and get loud. It's game day. Got a best of 7 to see who gets to challenge them for the title. Gimmick starting here with ball control taken away by Remco. Torment in the midfield. Moving back as well. Squishy now off the wall, looking for his teammates, not going to find contact. The Gimmick moves in, picks it up. Metznaris sitting in goal, waiting. He'll move out as Remco keeps this one near the ceiling. Now looking up, trying to take it over. He's Squishy with the response, now back down, beating everybody off the backboard. Gimmick's there all by himself, tapping down and in. That'll be the first goal for CLOUD9.
The beginning of every series is everyone just trying to battle out of that kickoff phase. But they weren't able to get out of it. DEM GIRLZ struggling from the moment that ball came off that kickoff for the last 28 seconds. CLOUD9 had it to them, and that hard clear with the follow-up. They're in the lead already.
Metznaris came flying off the backboard, but Gimmick had the entire net to shoot at. Metznaris has had to pray he picked the right spot, and he was just a bit off. CLOUD9 with an early lead. So Remco is demolished. Ignite gets the goal, gets the save there, but the follow-up comes through from Torment. Up on the wall now, Gimmick looking to send this one over to Squishy. Crosses the net. The Remco out of the corner. Squishy with the read. Shot towards the goal. Bounces off the corner. Ignite now back in the midfield. Here comes Gimmick. Shot on target. Remco makes the save. Torment will look to get the follow-up out to Squishy. Drops down. Squishy's airborne. Metznaris will commit. 3 players. Rough positions here. Squishy sends another one back into the box. And CLOUD9 just suffocating DEM GIRLZ right now in the beginning of game 1.
This confidence from CLOUD9, even with 1 goal in their favor. The fact they're still playing this aggressive, they're on their opponent's backboard, they're chasing it down. Now you'll see a double commit from DEM GIRLZ, it's working. Torment is able just to lurk for a second, think about what he wants to do. Ignite with an excellent touch onto the wall, that'll play it onto the back line of CLOUD9, but they pick it up. It's no contest. Ignite. Torment will pick it up, Gimmick looking for a shot, Remco's got the save. Squishy's right there, puts another one onto the backboard. It's close off the crossbar. Metznaris waits patiently, gets it back out to Remco, and DEM GIRLZ now looking for their first offensive drive. It really seems like they have not recovered since this game has started. That was their first shot that I'd say was even remotely threatening.
It's Torment. Off the side, now in front. Gimmick taps it in by himself. He got it into the box. There were defenders looking to be able to deal with them, but not today.
We haven't seen DEM GIRLZ wake up, but we definitely have seen CLOUD9 on top of it. The chase down from Gimmick. But CLOUD9, their offense has been brutal. It's the reason we have not seen DEM GIRLZ able to control anything. They have not been able to push it out of their half with any amount of boost to feel confident. CLOUD9 are in control.
Gimmick gets this one away off the backboard. Ignite looks for the response, but can't find it. Metznaris will get it into the corner, but his teammates are both falling back. Ignite with a quick half rotation back in to keep the pressure on. But all the corner play from CLOUD9 gets it back out to midfield. It's Metznaris trying to push it out of his half. CLOUD9, they just have the reads over and over again. Every touch pushes it closer to the DEM GIRLZ net, and it's going to do it. Torment's able to find the response off a poor touch, and it's a 3-goal lead for CLOUD9.
This is not the team that we saw earlier. DEM GIRLZ making mistakes, spreading out when they really shouldn't be. Not having the boost, but I think the biggest part of it is that CLOUD9 is in their face. They're stealing everything they can. I don't know if any team would be able to support this right now. DEM GIRLZ is struggling.
Right here at halftime, CLOUD9 with the full control of game 1. Here comes DEM GIRLZ. Torment. Easy read on the short pass. Remco demolished on offense. He'll spawn in the back. You heard them on the desk talking about it. What a play! Are you kidding me? Squishy and Gimmick tag team the 4th one.
Not very often do I genuinely have no clue a goal's about to happen. What on earth? Squishy. The pace he had in his car, that he was still able to predict that, get underneath it, not overshoot it. 4 goals up, and it looks like they're not stopping.
Well, the desk talked about it. The last time these guys played, it was close games, except for the times that Cloud9 were able to win. They were able to run out pretty early, and GIRLZ just said, hey, just let's get comfortable. We've already lost this game, not worry about it. Hey, they get a goal here. They got 2 minutes left. Could possibly come back, but at this point, I think they're preparing for game 2.
It's step 1 on a real tall mountain, but hey, you know, you take the open goals that you can. Metanaris actually baiting Gimmick. Gimmick was, you figured, you know, you're going to strike this pretty hard, aren't you?
He's like, nope.
Nope.
Upper 90. 3-goal game now. Remco looks for the kickoff. Squishy gets this one away. The last time these guys played, there were a few blowouts, but ultimately GIRLZ was able to get the victory. So expect things to change as we move forward in the series. And this time, there's a whole extra game to work with. Best of 7, you got to win 4 to advance to the grand finals. Squishy puts this one across the box. Torment's there, but Ignite will take it away from him. Now Metanaris. Remco looking to play this one down the field. Met's out of his own goal. Back down. It'll be Torment who picks it up off the wall. Looks to carry it himself, but they're running out of boost. Need to rotate back. Remco doing a lot of work on this front line right now. Winning challenge after challenge, but losing ball control in between. As the final minute approaches, things have slowed down. GIRLZ got that first goal. Not been able to find a follow-up. Things looking very good for Cloud9 on the start of this series.
Yeah, when you're in the lead by this much, you essentially can just turtle up, play defense, because you know your opponents are going to overcommit. They know they're running out of time, and with every second that ticks on by, GIRLZ is going to creep closer and closer to that mid-half until they get caught off guard. And if there's any team I think that can play heavy defense, it's going to be one that's got Gimmick and Torment on it.
These guys are crazy with the pinch shots. They've been doing it this entire tournament to the point that it looks very intentional. Like, hey, I've got the ball. Come hit this with me. We'll hit it really hard towards their net. This one just a bit off, but at this point, they don't even need the extra goals. 26 seconds. They just got to burn the time off the clock, and they'll have a victory here. 3-goal lead. Make it 4. Why not? Gimmick will put one more in for the road. Cloud9's off to a hot start.
But that creative play, this last drive, a 3-man pass. A disgusting read from Gimmick, though, to stop it. But if we see GIRLZ take that exact mentality, take that team play into the next game, this could be a totally different series.
They've got to find a way around Gimmick, though. The defense of Cloud9, stopping those sorts of pass plays. What else is in your bag to work with? GIRLZ going to have to be creative and keep changing things on the fly. So we've seen Cloud9, when they are rotating well, they are immaculate, and everything they do serves multiple purposes. As game 1 comes to a close, Cloud9 one step closer to the battle for the title.
And redemption.
They've got a mountain ahead of them right now, trying to follow in the footsteps of the rest of their organization as well and take home another title here in 2018.
You know, they talked about it a little bit earlier, that GIRLZ and Cloud9 in that last series, that whenever Cloud9 won, they seemed to take it away, but GIRLZ was still able to eke out the victories. I think that's a weird trend to really follow on, but it's at least something. It's really difficult. A lot of players, that once they start losing, it just kind of snowballs. They're like, I can't handle this. I can't keep going through.
For sure.
I have a really hard time driving from this, and hopefully that won't plague GIRLZ much longer, because Cloud9 got that early lead, and by a heavy margin.
They did get the lead, but man, these goals that they were able to pull off, Gimmick here to Squishy, it looked to me at first, from this angle, it looks like Squishy's just starting to rotate back, but no, he moves up under the side of the ball, finds the crazy shot. This is the sort of stuff that only Squishy and Gimmick really tag team this often, consistently.
I mean, Squishy made this legitimately unsavable. You see Ignite trying to go for the low ground, and I believe that was Remco going for the high ground. They thought they had it covered, but that shot was legitimately unsavable with the positions that their opponents were in. There's nothing they could have done about that. And I would love to have heard the comms. Gimmick up to Squishy. Was he taking the shot and Squishy just decided to make it a more difficult shot to save?
For sure.
Or did he actually call it and say, hey, I'm here?
Well, what do you do as a defender? You see Squishy start to rotate back, you're like, okay, whew, don't have to worry about Squishy anymore. And then he jumps and takes a shot. Like, what? This is not what he's supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be giving up on the play at this point. It's like, nope, I'm still here, gotta still deal with me.
I mean, especially since you're always trying to read your opponents, like, okay, he's faced this way, he's probably gonna go that way. When you see someone face that direction and the ball's coming in that trajectory, you don't think, this is gonna be a shot, guys.
Yeah, exactly, you stop thinking about it, but nope, not if it's Squishy. Don't ever count him out. Cloud9 take a walloping for game number 1. They'll look to keep it going here in game number 2. DEM girls looking to bounce back, hungry for the rematch. Struggled against Dignitas earlier, but they've had time to warm up, but this defense is not what they need. CLOUD9 able to get it around them in the corner and put in the first goal.
And just like the last game, in the first 20 seconds, they never got past that kickoff phase. What I mean by that is once kickoff happens, everyone's trying to make sure you can get a full reset. Everyone gets boost, you take control of it. But if you never have time to really gather boost, get in the positions that make you feel comfortable, you're constantly reaching and grabbing for saves. And again, CLOUD9 take full advantage.
Critical misses in the box. Leave it wide open for the CLOUD9 offense. They've got the lead here again. So DEM girls starting to pressure. Gimmick will take this one away. Nobody challenge him in the air. Remco's there, beaten by Torment at the point of contact. Ignite now with a pass across. Metzenaris is too far back. Small double commit from CLOUD9 in midfield, but they've got the ball all the way back down. The pass back in. Gimmick gets blocked by Metzenaris, but Torment thinking about it. He'll fall back as Ignite moves up, but then able to pounce on him. He cuts in, careening in from the side. Here comes Squishy, now past 1. He's got Metzenaris to deal with. Metzenaris will win. He'll put it up to his teammates as Ignite moves up. Dribbling it into the blocks. Gimmick just glance it off his side and over to the corner. And they'll hold on to their 1-goal lead.
The selflessness from CLOUD9, their ability to look for each other right now, Squishy especially, has had some beautiful passes to his teammates. Even when it looks like he's got the shot, he'll still always offer one more pass.
Oh, it went in. Gimmick and the Torment on the infield pass. A beautiful shot for a 2-goal game.
This is just clinical. Torment to the midfield. Gimmick keeping that momentum, smacking it into the upper 90, smack into the crossbar. No one there on defense. That's when you're trying to punish. If you're slow at all on rotations, CLOUD9's the team to punish you.
DEM girls, they did a great job in their last match against CLOUD9 of shutting down those passing lanes. If those are staying open for CLOUD9, it's going to be a rough day for DEM girls. They cannot allow them to infield pass like that. You are seconds away from being scored on at that point. 3:27 on the clock. 2-0 in favor of CLOUD9. Demolition in the midfield on the Remco. Squishy will clear to his corner. Got both defenders behind him. He wins the first challenge. Ignite now with the back pass to the respawn. Remco punts all the way to the backboard. Torment and Gimmick. Back in the corner, not going to find much. Squishy kills it in front of his own box, and now Torment looking to follow it out. So across midfield, he's got Gimmick behind him. And Squishy across the field, lots of options. Squishy gets tangled up and looks for the shot. A nice glancing save from the DEM girls defense. Remco now back to midfield. Here's Torment. The response. Metzenaris now alternating contact between the teams. Slowly working out in DEM girls' favors. It's moving further and further into the blue. As we approach halftime, DEM girls still yet to find more than just the 1 goal from game number 1. Currently being shut out here in game 2.
And it feels like they're just a tiny bit slower than CLOUD9 right now. You see some really good ideas from DEM girls, hyper-aggressive ideas as well with some cherry picking. But CLOUD9 are still able to beat them to the ball.
It's like the ball just fell on Gimmick and he's like, I just need to be right, yeah, okay, here, there we go, that'll score. Straight in.
Valiant effort from Ignite too. He wanted to stick behind that ball. You notice he's trying to slow his car down. He wanted to match the velocity of that so that even if he came in with a shot, it would have hopefully pinched off the top of his car, but he just couldn't match it.
7-1 right now. CLOUD9 is outscoring DEM girls in this series. DEM girls yet to find a semblance of control on the pitch. Torment now out of goal, doesn't find anything. Squishy and Gimmick, small double commit, an opportunity here as Ignite gets out to Metzenaris, but he needed to take the shot immediately. Not going to find it now, back across. They've kept the pressure on. Remco's got it high, but both of his teammates falling back. Squishy and Gimmick be able to work this one out of the corner slowly, just trying to hold on to ball control. Brought in Metzenaris, but he's managed to keep it on his hood. Now across the goal, Ignite tries to find the window, but it's not there. 150 left to go. DEM girls still looking for that first goal. Remco, you've got the demolition on the wall, got the ball across the net, but couldn't backflip it in. CLOUD9's back out in midfield and into the orange corner.
And look how comfortably they go straight from defense to offense again. They're sending people up in midfield to support. They're challenging these balls. Even with 3 goals in the lead, they are not turtling up. They're not slowing down at all.
So respect to DEM girls. They know they can't just hand over ball control, just can't punt it and expect to win. Every one of these players able to play strong on the individual level, the 1v1 game. They're going to have to play as a team, and right now CLOUD9's doing just that. They get it through the back line. Squishy nearly pool shots in, but Torment puts one more on. Can he get it? It's still up high. Is anybody going to rotate around and get the final shot? Here comes Squishy for it. He baits up Ignite, and now Gimmick looking to keep the pressure on. It looks like it will die with him. Torment will pick up one more, lofted onto the backboard, but Remco's got the clear to the side. We'll reset. A close one there. That sort of pressure See a whiff from one defender. Ignite traps on the wall. Gimmick looks to find the play. Those sorts of whiffs from GIRLZ, if they're not able to stay cool, calm, and collected in these final minutes of games that basically they need to chalk up to losses, it might be all over. Gimmick through the air by himself towards the goal, finds a flip, reset, doesn't find a goal. With 30 seconds remaining, Cloud9, they took game one, gonna take game two. Currently on a rout of GIRLZ.
And you can tell GIRLZ don't have time to think. Every time they're clearing it out, they're having to chase it down. The only times they actually get offensive pressure is when Cloud9 isn't there to answer because they're catching them on a retreat or they don't have the boost to challenge it. But they're very rarely actually having somebody up. They're not being premeditated enough. They're getting okay shots, but they're all being saved by Cloud9 without a whole lot of pressure, without any boost stealing. And Cloud9, in dominating fashion, are going to take 2 games back-to-back.
Taking the 2. Brazilian them across 2 games at this point, 7-1. GIRLZ needing to find some semblance of control in the midfield. It needs to start there. They need to be able to keep the ball in Cloud9's half, give them an opportunity to score here. They outshoot Cloud9, but still nothing really felt that effective. Towards the end, there was a nice shot at the very, very end, but still even then, Torment was able to come careening in and push it away at the last moment. They have to find a way to get the ball into the back of the net. This is all going to be over.
I mean, Cloud9 having to make 6 saves, 6 registered saves, that is a lot. You rarely see that. Even in a game where you see a team play mostly defense, you'll see 4, maybe 5 registered, but 6, that is quite a lot, but they still felt confident the whole time. They were patient, but then they would turn it around. They are being selective when they play offense. They're trying not to be overconfident. They're trying to make sure they stay calm and cool and collected, and it's working out for them. GIRLZ, they haven't scored yet.
They have not here in game number 2. They scored once in game 1.
In game 2 they did.
But still, now having been shut out for about 6 minutes or so, needing to find a way to get back into this midfield control, be a big part of it. They know that they can win individually, so maybe forcing Cloud9 to come out and challenge them, go for a little bit more of a 1v1 situation might help. Currently, Cloud9 wrote the book on the passing game. You're not going to beat Cloud9 with passes right now. They know how this works too well, and the rotations are super clean. You're just going to need to force them to challenge you. We'll see what adjustments come out in game number 3. An early lead from GIRLZ would definitely help swing momentum back the other way. Rumco, Ignite, moving this one out. Ignite will follow, Torment now up onto the wall. Ignite wins the challenge, puts it in front of the box. Here comes a shot from the rest of his team. Metzenaris put it on target, but Gimmick makes the save, and now they get the transition right back out. Ignite will look for Metzenaris on the far side. Gimmick has the read. Pass to Remco, a nice stop. Metzenaris, an excellent touch to put over Torment, but Squishy's got that one. Metzenaris now back in, nobody's home. Can Gimmick get there in time? He does, but no, not there. Just barely. It goes into the goal. Metzenaris scores.
They made it past the 20-second mark this time.
They did.
And just 20 more, or 10 more, and they were able to sink one in themselves. Metzenaris making sure he kept control of that. The defender coming to challenge, he had to keep it just out of reach. So he stayed on that ball the entire time. And they find this is the first time they've been in the lead.
This is the exact thing that GIRLZ needed. Change it up. Get that early lead. Allow yourself to play from ahead. Stay here for a while. Get the momentum back on your side. So right now, Cloud9 absolutely running away with it. Remco, the soft shot blocked. 2 players up in the corner right now from GIRLZ. They looked across the goal. Squishy and Gimmick just sitting there, not wanting to play Rocket League for some reason. Now here comes a follow-up shot from Remco, blocked by Gimmick, but this one's dropped right back down. Remco can't get it through Torment, what a save! And Squishy will get the dribble back out. Cloud9 holds on.
They keep playing defense, they're still all pretty low on boost. They're actually on attack with this!
Remco makes the save off to the side. Torment needing to buy time for his teammates to fall back as Ignite comes challenging back up. Remco's hounding him in net, and Squishy gets it away. What a clear. As Gimmick tried to move up, hoping to intercept that one, but Metzenaris is able to block it at midfield. Gimmick back down. Remco playing it high and onto the backboard. Squishy respecting Metzenaris, expecting him to make contact, but still gets this one away as Remco back passes to Ignite. Over the top of Gimmick, this will slow down the rotation from Cloud9, but Torment's able to pick this one up. Metzenaris demolished in net. Squishy all the way on the far side of the field. He tries to cut over. It's not going to work this time. Gimmick will pick it up from his own corner, try to push it back out.
Almost backfired. He was looking for the flip reset, so he had options.
Still could. Metzenaris looking for the pass on the backboard. Cleared away again by Gimmick. Squishy now off the wall, coming down, intercepted. Mitsinaris turns this one around. Squishy demolished in the midfield. Torment's got to work on this one by himself, gets it through 2, and now it's up to Remco here. Plays it off the wall. Where's the read from Squishy? Comes down. Gimmick looking up onto the wall here. Mitsinaris going to try and keep this one, just fakes him out. Now dropping it down onto Ignite. He'll play it over the top of Torment, all up to Squishy in the back, and he keeps it away.
Much quieter game from Cloud9, but again, patiently playing defense until they know they have an opportunity worth chasing.
Squishy demolished again. This one dropping down dangerous. Torment will get a nice clear off to the side. 2:14 left to go. Cloud9 yet to be on the board. Still the 1-goal lead for Weedham Girls here. So they're finally finding an answer. But a miss from Metsinaris can open up some space. Squishy did not move in to challenge quickly. Gimmick puts this one back down, now up onto the backboard once more. Remco comes in, 2 players commit from Cloud9, but they get it off to the side. Now Squishy out for the pressure. Metsinaris puts it up onto the corner.
He's got
Torment's got it away. Here comes Ignite. They just can't get it on target right now. Gimmick will block it as Remco comes in for the 3rd push. The Torment now with ball control. The flick over 1. He moves up into the Weedham Girls half, but then pushed right back out. Gimmick on the far side, choosing to fall back, not follow up that play. Didn't like his boost situation. Squishy able to bail him out. Now Gimmick gonna move up. Already out of boost again. Squishy comes off the wall, puts it back behind the offense, and they'll be able to get it away from their goal. A dangerous situation for the boys in blue.
A couple of cheeky bumps on the way back. It might work in favor of Weedham Girls, but this monster clear will force them to play defense.
Big part of Cloud9's wins earlier today has been their clear game. They've been so good at getting to the other end and giving themselves opportunities to fly down, force Weedham Girls to retreat. Remco comes off the wall. Final minute of game 3. Still only 1 goal, and it's on the orange side. Here comes Ignite looking for 2. He puts it high. The follow-up from Metsinaris is there, but it's soft. Gimmick will get it away with a savior medal now. As Torment tries to rotate back in. Gimmick and Squishy back out to Torment. Meets the challenge with Remco, putting it into the orange, but Metsinaris is right there. 40 seconds left, and Squishy's up, looking for the play all by himself across.
Does he get
the
it?
drop down, nobody's there for the shot, and the defense was able to redirect it past Torment. Gimmick now putting it back onto the backboard once more. Remco out to Torment, back into the box. Ignite with a soft touch. Gimmick will put it high, and Squishy's hovering behind him. He's got a lot of boost to work with, a loft across, but can he get there in time to put it back in? No, the angle's too sharp. Remco puts it back in front. Gimmick lofts it, and Torment thinks about coming in. It's going up high. Can they get there? No, the defense holds. Weedham Girls looking for the win with 13 seconds left as Squishy comes through. Back across the box. Gimmick's up, back in, but it's still wide. Remco and Metsinaris just look to wall it up in the corner as Torment puts it back in. 3 seconds left. Metsinaris gets it over the top of Squishy. It's all up to Gimmick and Torment. They double commit high. Squishy's got a little bit of boost to work with, but it's not going to matter. Into the ground. Weedham Girls takes game 3.
Looking much better, but maybe the trend was real. Low-scoring game for when they win, high-scoring game for when they lose. Weedham Girls are able to keep control, but it was dangerous at the very end. And I mean dangerous. I was looking at their boost. The only one that had enough, Remco, had like 40. And that's when 2 shots came their way. They had to somehow defend with no boost. And look at the shot differential.
Oh, so much.
3 shots for Cloud9, 11 shots for Weedham Girls.
The thing was, at the end, they did a great job. Weedham Girls successfully always cleared the ball to the corner, always put it off to the side, always made sure that there was nothing. They weren't just saving the ball. They weren't just stopping it from going into the net. They were blocking the next shot and forcing Cloud9 to put the shot to another player. And every time, it was just a little bit wide. These guys can score from anywhere. Well, they weren't being able to score there at the end.
So I don't remember last time I saw this. 11 shots for Weedham Girls, 9 saves for Cloud9.
Oh,
that means so almost all of those were on target.
The last game was 6 saves from Cloud9 and 8 shots from Weedham Girls. So again, just 2 slightly going wide. And this is what Weedham Girls have started to do a little bit differently. They, again, controlling the midfield. As I said, They needed to do that. They've given themselves more opportunities to score. And the big one here for me is those 3 shots from Cloud9. They had 15, I think, or 12 in the first game, limited down to just 3. They're shutting down their scoring opportunities like that. They absolutely have a chance.
And they got past the kickoff.
Yes.
Is that gonna be the sell? I mean, right now, Weedham Girls, the big thing I'm seeing, just make it past those first 30 seconds. Last game, they actually scored within the first 30 seconds. Can they do it again?
We'll see here on Aquadome. Well, these teams choose to approach kickoff. Both sending a cheat up. Remco actually moving up aggressively here. But a win for Cloud9. So they push it in to the orange. Can we try to hold on to this? He'll let Squishy get it past 1. Metsinaris now out to Ignite, looking for the shot. It's a bit high, and Gimmick We'll get it clear, but here comes the follow-up from Remco on target. Torment puts it high, but it's just a save. Where's the follow-up? Here comes Metzenars to drop it down off the crossbar. The follow-up from ignite. Gimmick gets the save, and they stay clean here in the first 30 seconds.
They have only one player has boost. Torment just grabbed enough. Gimmick and Squishy working together with nothing in the tank.
Now out of the corner. Torment with the clear up to midfield. Giving his teammates time to reset a bit. Again, the clears from Cloud9, they buy so much time. Bail themselves out of any situation. Now back down, looking for the shots. Challenge won by Cloud9 into the orange corner. Gimmick with a bounce over one. Can he get it past two? Remco off the wall, and Squishy has to fall back. Torment as well. Both are waiting in the midfield, expecting Gimmick to win. But now Squishy across. Gimmick's airborne. Metzenars takes it away from him, intercepting the passes. Cannot allow these players to find each other.
So much respect from both of these teams. The amount of times they'll pull back, knowing and confident that their opponents are going to make something of it. They want to retreat back to defense before it's too late.
3:43 on the clock, nobody having scored. The latest we've seen it go, Torment airborne off of a poor touch from ignite, drops back into the box, and this one goes the distance. Can Squishy get there in time? It's off the posts. Gimmick will come in from the side and bail him out. Nearly the snipe from Remco from his own box, and now back down the other end of the field. Squishy will send a shot in. Ignite will get the clear. Torment looking for his teammate. Ignite puts it away from Gimmick. It's all up to Squishy as he traps this one. Trusting his mechanical skills. Comes off the wall, he'll pass to Gimmick, no one's there. He finds the shot, but it's just a bit high. Here comes the follow from Torment, blocked this time, and it goes to the corner. Cloud9 trying to stay on the offense. Squishy will be up here. He should be able to beat ignite to this, and he does. Puts it back to midfield. Metzenars now up to challenge Gimmick. He gets it past him over to Remco. He'll be able to move up onto offense. Squishy off the backboard looking for his teammates.
Cloud9 starting to speed up. You can see how quicker they are now to following up each other's touches. Still a couple of near double commits. You just saw two going up for it. One had to bail. Squishy last man on defense.
Oh, Squishy
make a touch.
Gimmick will put it over to the side. And they'll get out this time, but dangerous miss from Squishy. Now back into the box. Remco puts this one out. Torment's there, but he doesn't have a semblance of ball control. Squishy double commits on top of him too. And this is the word, the cue for GIRLZ to move up. They fall back. Gimmick past one. Ignite on the wall. We'll get this one back out to Cloud9. Squishy now across, looking for Torment. Intercepted by Remco. The pass game consistently being broken up by GIRLZ, critical for keeping this game as low scoring as it is.
This is where you can see the late in the tournament nerves coming in. Everyone's playing much safer, much more passive. They want to keep control, but we're seeing less risky plays.
Squishy past one. Remco falls back. Metzenars comes in, finds a shot, and Squishy will get the save. Now moving up. He's got Remco challenging him. It's past one. Gimmick needs to win the challenge, and he does. Dropping it right back down. Here comes Torment. Still at midfield. Squishy looking for Torment. Back towards the box. Remco has to find an awkward angle, and he succeeds. Gimmick now past one. Up on the wall, it'll be Remco. No, Squishy rather, who's able to get it all the way back down to the orange. Off the ceiling and back down. Torment tries to find the read. Metzenars has got him, and towards the goal they go. Demolished as Metzenars on the front line, giving a little bit of time here for Cloud9. What has been such a stalemate, such a midfield game. Both teams able to break down the half, but everybody successfully blocking the immediate shots. See Torment again trying to find the shot, but ignite's right there. Everybody successfully reading the shooters here.
These field transitions right now from Cloud9 as well. Unbelievable how quickly they can just become a threat.
Oh, this one all the way down. Metzenars all the way in the back though. Successfully covering the back end. In the final minute of game 4, Cloud9 looking for match point. Torment behind one. Ignite demolished. Remco winning the challenge now onto the backboard. Squishy with not the best of reads. Gimmick will get it away. And now Remco up high. Here comes Squishy out of his goal. Out to Torment. Tries to find the angle, but getting read again by GIRLZ, who are pushing this further and further into Cloud9's half. Finally, the clears come out again. This one off target. They're going to need a second touch. Remco over to the side. Squishy and Gimmick trying to put it across the box. There's Torment, and he finds it! Comes in from nowhere! The pass is there. They finally lost track of the player, and Gimmick scores.
I believe this bounced off Mets. It did. He smacked it right into him. Metzenars wanted to try and outread that smack towards the back of the wall, but instead he unintentionally crossed his own net, and for some reason, someone from Cloud9 was there to make the read.
Torment turns back around. The speed of these reads, huge part of how these teams are so good and how they've gotten this far. The World Championship, 14 seconds left. Cloud9 with a 1-goal lead. Can they do it? Can they get us to game 5 and be one away from the match against Dignitas? So Ignite puts this down. Metzenaris, he's in his own half. He's got to find it. He's got to get it up on his hood, and Torment will challenge. Still in a dangerous position. Squishy, he'll fake it out, drop it straight down, and take game 4 for his own. Game 5 inbound, and Cloud9 1 away.
A little bit slow for both of these teams overall, and mostly in comparison to how they were performing earlier. Not saying they're bad or that they're performing poorly. They're playing much safer. But this time in general, this game, 3 shots for Cloud9 and 4 shots for We Dem Girls. It was a lot of trading back and forth.
No player has a larger stat than 2 on the scoreboard, which has not happened yet this match.
A single goal that entire game. 3 saves for Cloud9, 1 for We Dem Girls. Just to show how little either team really had offensive control and offensive maturity to be able to make plays happen, to take the threatening shots. And, you know, I have to attribute it to nerves. This is getting so close. They are 1 away from finding themselves in the grand finals.
Remco has been here before. Remco has been in the lower finals to try and play. And in that season, he won on the backs of Northern Gaming with a player that everybody has come to know as the 3-time Turbo Pulsa, his first world championship, coming in as a sub. And here he's trying to get back, but Cloud9, this is new territory. They've never made it this far in the dungeon crawler of the RLCS. They're into a new part of the map. They're trying, they are 1 step away from taking down the 2nd biggest boss they'll have to face. Can they do it? Right now, safe play has gotten them this far. I think they're gonna need an extra step. Oh, Lawler wants to be quiet. Okay.
He's not out there.
Can we be loud again? I want to be loud. Chat, let's make some noise. We've got maybe 1 more, maybe 2 more, maybe 3 more games in this match, but Cloud9 and We Dem Girls, only 1 can face off against Dignitas and challenge them for the title of world champion. Metzenaris starting here on the kickoff, loses the ball. Now Squishy, over to Gimmick, looking for the shot. Ignite, playing this one back, Torment over the top of 1. Now moving back into the orange corner. It went so long. Oh my goodness! What an insane play! We Dem Girls has the lead.
Mirroring what we saw Squishy do with his team. Up for that, especially in the first 20 seconds. They did it themselves.
They finally did it.
Right back to Cloud9, opening up strong. That's what I like to see.
Last time this happened, We Dem Girls able to take the lead. They hunkered down, they keep Cloud9 out, but will it happen here in game 5? Cloud9 so close. And another one, another long one from midfield. Ignite does it again, 2-0, We Dem Girls.
They still have to win quite a lot. I don't want to talk about it right now. Doesn't really matter. This is the first step for them. 2 goals up in the first 30 seconds against Cloud9.
They got to win 3 straight. They got to win 5, 6, and 7. Cloud9 just has to find a victory at 1 time. Here. A good start for We Dem Girls. Squishy putting this one high. Torment now looking for the response. 2 goals already in the first minute. Could we make it 3? Haven't really had a shootout between these 2 teams. I'd be down for it. Squishy over the top of 1. Now back onto the backboard again. Ignite taking a shot, but this one blocked by Torment. Crossfield play. Remco beaten by Squishy. Losing to Ignite. Gimmick taking a shot, a screamer from midfield straight into the back of Metzenaris. Now back across, nobody home right now. Ignite tried to find the shot, but Gimmick gets back in time.
What
and
a
now
pass.
looking for the play. Cloud9 getting creative in the midfield. Looking for the pass plays again, trying to innovate as they always do. 3:39 on the clock. Squishy passed 1, now looking for the goalie. Loses it to Metzenaris and Gimmick. Play over the top here to Torment. Looking for Squishy, can he drop it in? Blocked by Ignite again. Ignite, a player we came to know and love last World Championship, starting to show up in force here in Game 5 for We Dem Girls.
Great challenge, great bait. Got demolished for it, but it was worth it. The bounce pass.
Oh, Remco puts it in. Worth it indeed. Metzenaris and Remco able to make use of the space Ignite creates.
That is going to be 3 goals up. That pass from Metzenaris, keeping it over the defenders that are stationed on the ground. Remco comes in for the support. The crowd's got his back.
And this one, so Cloud9 is the one who was able to run away with some victories against We Dem Girls. Now We Dem Girls, because this one almost 4 goals. It's Cloud9 starting to look silly here in Game 5. They've been scored 3 times. Is this one finally going to go the other way? Oh my goodness, Metzenaris gets it off. The follow-up from Squishy, upper 90. Oh, it's high. The accuracy not quite there for Cloud9 and what could have been their first goal. They've got lots of time to come back into this game, but they have yet to really put a meaningful shot on target.
Here it is.
And they're trying to keep it high. Torment, nobody's challenging him. He puts it into the corner. Now here with the follow-up, no one's there, but again, blocked by Ignite. The goal line defense from GIRLZ right now.
But Cloud9 are putting on some seriously threatening shots. They might have to put in 3, but they are well on their way.
They're gonna have to get through the defense. They had a gimme. Squishy couldn't
up.
put it up. Torment now looking for Squishy here for the Winfield pass again. Ignite's like, not today. Slams the door in the box. Metzenaris will take it away. GIRLZ coming alive. As Ignite plays it out. Looking for the transition on offense. Gimmick here, getting demolished in his own half. Squishy's gotta bail this one from the corner. Gets it out to Torment, but loses to Metzenaris. Back in. He traps it before Remco can find a shot. Now Remco demolished. Torment through one. Moving up, he's got Gimmick behind him. Happy to lose this challenge so Gimmick can take the shot. Puts a nice soft one towards the goal. Metzenaris' touch will bounce straight back down, but Remco's there. Torment had rotated. Now back across, Squishy putting it back here to Gimmick. The pass plays from Cloud9, looking smart, but nothing going towards the goal. 1:35 on the clock. GIRLZ looking great in game 5. They get this one in front of the box again. They can't put the shot on, but at this point, the pressure's good enough. Squishy through the air, through Ignite. Remco back across, a bump onto Torment as well as they push back in, looking for the 4th goal. Gimmick will shut it down. Cloud9 struggling to find shots. They put this one high. Torment will be there. Metzenaris already has him beat. Gimmick and Torment trying to figure out who's going to go for this. And the hesitation. Remco's able to strike. Final minute.
It's exactly what I saw out of game 2, but the other way around. Cloud9 were the one that had absolute control, and they weren't letting GIRLZ have any passes, any control, and now it is reversed. Cloud9 have struggled to have the boost to even come back to defense. Gimmick from inside the net.
The North American MVP making a great defensive stand, but he's got to find some goals if they want to have a chance of winning game 5.
The drop down.
Remco dropping into Ignite, going to be blocked by Torment, but the whole defense was up. Gimmick now coming back down. He's got to block Remco if he wants them to stay at this 3-goal margin. 30 seconds remaining. It's looking all over here for Cloud9 in game 5. Game 6 inbound as GIRLZ is making a series out of it.
Another goal. No, saved again.
They completely shut it down. All the goals coming in the first minute or so from GIRLZ, but the rest of the game too, fantastic play, controlling the pitch the whole time, limiting all the shots and getting some wonderful, miraculous goal line saves. Ignite and Metzenaris tag team in this one, the shutout of Cloud9 in game 5. We'll go to game 6.
GIRLZ staying alive, and Cloud9 at the very least, I think they polished up their defense a little bit that game. They had to play a whole lot of it, and some of it was incredibly close. But the confidence, we saw one massive triple commit, but they still weren't punished for it. They could still retreat. You see them talking, trying to figure out what is the game plan. How do we get control back? How do we get those midfield boosts? Because that's the biggest thing we've seen between these two teams. Whoever has that midfield boost has control for just about the entire match.
This is something I'd like to see out of GIRLZ. The defense really stepping up, making a series out of it. They get the 2nd win. They need 2 more. But Cloud9, something they've actually done a lot through this World Championship, something that I haven't seen many teams do, constantly talking to each other, especially after every game, even when they win, even in the blowouts, having full-blown active conversations. Oftentimes it looks like they're just kind of muttering back and forth, and right now...
You say that right now as they're not doing it.
Right now they're doing it. The one time they're not doing it, of course. But they've very much been discussing how they want to play and how to adapt even when they're coming from ahead. Again, the conversation's a big part of the strategy.
GIRLZ now taking their first dominant game, 3-0.
And it was the biggest score margin they have against Cloud9 maybe ever. So let's see. So we move on to game 6. What map is game 6? We don't even know. Oh, it's Wasteland. Haven't seen this one yet. And let's go. Cloud9 still 1 game away from the rematch against Dignitas, and now a fresh slate. You can ignore the goals GIRLZ were able to score early. See if they can find a response of their own. Remco putting this one in. Early pressure from GIRLZ. Gimmick with a miss in the midfield. Just looking for the long shot. Squishy putting this one back down.
Man, you talk about early pressure. They are sick of getting punished on these first kickoffs, and these last 2 matches they have had absolute pressure.
This one will get a save by Remco. It's a bit high anyways. Now the pass across to Squishy. They don't find the interception, but Squishy doesn't find the shot either. I believe he was fully confident that was being intercepted. Squishy will find Gimmick here. The shot towards the goal. Ignite's got to make the save and plays it high. Squishy looking for the read here. And can he find Torment down in the midfield? Put the infield pass. It'll go through. Cloud9's got the lead in Game 6.
Within the first minute, they were able to do it even after the pressure from GIRLZ. In the first 30 seconds, Squishy finding Torment in the middle. Remco being a little bit too patient on that back post. He was scared he'd shoot it behind him. He had a second player on top. Failed communication there. At least a little bit from GIRLZ, and Cloud9 take the lead.
Torment, one of the most accurate players for Cloud9 this event. Not the player we usually talk about being the prolific scorer, but rarely missing, and the infield pass comes back to haunt GIRLZ. Torment now around the corner. He's got one in the box. Metzenaris will play it high. It's not quite out of the woods just yet as Squishy looks for the shot, but Remco's there. Took too long getting up for it. His Gimmick will drop in one more. Metzenaris plays it back. Remco looking to pop it back out. Torment says thank you very much, but Metzenaris shuts him down in the midfield. And now Ignite moving up, demolishing Squishy Muffins. Gimmick to drop it back towards Torment, and he moves up. He's got two in front of him. Can he find the shot? No. Metzenaris slams it off his hood.
Not the challenge Torment was hoping for. A drop across for Metzenaris.
It was a great pass. Ignite trying to put it back in the middle, see if he can give something for Remco.
He challenges all three.
All three of them, and they just barely get in neutral. Finally, they get it out and back into the orange. Remco, he's got Metzenaris to work with. Metzenaris hits his brakes and lets Ignite move up. Bit of a screenplay. Squishy comes up now. Metzenaris, taking it away. Ignite looked for the goalies, but didn't find him. 3:13 left to go here, and still just the 1-goal lead for Cloud9. But GIRLZ adding so much pressure here in front of the box.
But we saw how Cloud9 can play defense. Man, can they hold them back. But GIRLZ, they're taking the risk. I love it. They're putting everybody in Cloud9's half. They're trusting their quick retreats, their recoveries.
Gimmick moves up onto the backboard. He's got one player with him, and Torment lurking in midfield. Neutral challenge with Metzenaris. Ignite now to Metz, dropping it across. Remco's there, looking for the tying goal. It puts it high, but Ignite's there. He misses the shot. It could have been it. The defense was on their back heels, and now the counterattack from Cloud9. Flying back down the field, looking for the boost. Torment will grab one. Gimmick will grab the other. Squishy moving into the side here, trying to punish this one all the way through. Right here at halftime, pushes the full court press as Torment comes into the corner again. Beating Metzenaris. Ignite with a soft touch out. Squishy's there. But slowly, GIRLZ pushing this one away from their goal. And able to survive another onslaught from Cloud9.
The amount of boost that Cloud9 took early on, they knew they had the drive, but that clear right there, it gives GIRLZ the transition. It lets them pull out.
Gimmick, uncontested. Torment now, still uncontested as the players all the way back. So passive from GIRLZ. All of a sudden, Cloud9 able to move this one up. The goalie's getting hounded. Metzenaris not able to make solid contact. Remco gets this one away. Gimmick. Over the top of one. Metz in the goal, needs to make the save. Gets it off to the side, but here comes Torment. A miss from him. Gimmick will play over to the side. Squishy puts onto the backboard. He'll look for Gimmick here across the field, dropping it down. Gimmick just goes for the goalie. He goes for the dual threat. Squishy is able to do it himself. 2 goals now for Cloud9.
And they've had some serious plans when they turned around from the double boost steal last time to this going for goalie. We haven't seen a lot of physical play, but it comes out on top here. Cloud9 with the 2-goal batting, trying to put themselves in the grand final.
Watch for the jitters. They have to keep it out of their mind. What's at stake and how close they are to those grand finals. A North American European chance. Will it happen? 1 minute and a half left to go. Just got to play the defense. It's Torment flicking it past one. Ignite putting it high. Metzenaris thinks about joining him, but Ignite just gets it all the way onto the back, and Gimmick gets a nice clear. Metzenaris looks for the read. He was too far up. Remco's got it. Onto the wasteland sign. Gimmick now out to Torment. Intercepted by Metzenaris. Back towards Remco. Torment's very far out of rotation. Low on boost. It's all up to Gimmick and Squishy. Get that one across. Squishy's there. He'll make the save. Gimmick now up the beat on Metzenaris. All the way back down. Ignite out to Remco. Wrapping it back. Using the outer walls. In the final minute of Game 6. Ignite onto the backboard. Torment's there and plays it to the side. Squishy lurking far back in the goal, playing such turtley defense, not wanting to risk anything long and fluky being the result, but Metzenaris takes the midfield shot. Gimmick will get the save. The follow-up here, they're just allowing GIRLZ to have ball control, trusting that they can block anything they put on target. Gimmick gets one high, but this one's not very good. Ignite's there. He's dropping it back down. Remco comes up to take the shot, but Torment makes makes the save. 23 seconds remaining as he plays it long down the field. The full court press is needed. 2 goals they lead by. Weedham Girls needs a goal right now. Ignite needs this one here with Remco. Past Gimmick, it's popped high, but Metzenars fell back. Final 10 seconds. He moves in, but is it too little, too late? Squishy past 1, the final 5. Remco can't do it. That clear will do it. Cloud9 secure their chance to challenge Dignitas in the finals. It'll be North America versus Europe.